It is May the 10th, 2020, day 28 of my daily journal, and today we are celebrating achievement. It's something that is part of this 10-day execution cycle is when we make progress towards something, we really have to celebrate it. And today I'm celebrating the completion of 10 modules that are going to be a part of this program I'm building to market our new course. It's called 10 Steps to Prepare for Success from Jail or Prison. And I'm just showing you one of the modules right here. You have no idea how much work goes into creating something like this. This is a 30,000 word document, and you can see that it's now all formatted out in this Adobe InDesign program. And I'm just so grateful to have the ability to use InDesign. Before, while I was in prison, my wife used to do all of these formatting for me, just using a word processing document. I think it was just Microsoft Word. But now I've got all these professional grade tools, and I was able to zip through 30,000 words between 5 in the morning. I think I started today 4:30 or 5 in the morning on Sunday, May the 10th, and it's Mother's Day, by the way. But my mother is in heaven, so I was just here with my wife, and we've been working hard all day, not only preparing these documents, but also preparing the accompanying videos. So a tremendous amount of work we achieved over this weekend. One of the ones that I'm most proud of is this one that I just designed today, and it is my, I'm going to shrink this down so I can share it with you. Yesterday I showed you the first iteration of it, but work really is about, reiterating and improving. And this is the module that I created to help people understand the pathway to authenticity. And as I said yesterday, it requires us to have these 3 different circles. I don't know if the right word is concentric circles, but they are coming together, and they've got to be in the right spot where we have a solid strategy, we have good tactics, and we have metrics to measure our progress. Now, we also have to document that strategy, which is what I am doing here. We have to create our own tools that will allow us to make the most use of tactics. And again, we have to measure. If we don't do all of these things, we can find ourselves in a rut if we only have strategies and metrics. And today, one of the changes I made, besides writing out the content, is I decided to change the color here so it'd be a little easier. I also did the same thing here when we've got strategy and tactics but no metrics. I changed the color there because that leads to an undisciplined life. When I have tactics and metrics but no strategy, I end up with this one-off process that's not really repeatable. And I explain all of this in this lesson plan, and I look forward to teaching it to people in prison. Because I really want to stop this lack of direction and get more people on this disciplined, deliberate path to sustainable personal growth. And this strategy, at least it helped me, is to build a predictable pathway that is repeatable. It's somewhat scientific because it's well documented, and that's how we build patterns of authenticity. So one of the other changes that I made today, you'll see, is that I put these colors in there rather than just question marks on the second one. And this is what keeps the cycle of growth continuing. Success, we've got to define it. We've got to assess where we are. We have got to ideate, come up with good ideas that are going to help us achieve success as we want. Then we've got to create our plan. And that plan, of course, requires us to prioritize. And once we prioritize, then we have to execute. And we have to hold ourselves accountable with measurable reporting, and that's how we report our success. So then I went a little further and showing them this is what success is, but also then tasked them with being deliberate on their own, creating this 90-day execution cycle. So I'm going to ask them to write down what they're most proud of over the past 90 days, write down any regrets that they have of what they've been doing over the past 90 days. And all this is really part of the process of developing strong critical thinking skills. And I'm really looking forward to filming a comprehensive video for this. But we've got to be sequential. And this is the sequential part, right, of building a strong marketing team, is creating all of these assets. So the second exercise is to assess where we are today at the present moment. What are we confident in right now that we're doing, and where are we lacking and need to develop some stronger skills? And then where do we see ourselves in the future? What are we enthusiastic or excited about, and what are we worried about a little bit? And then finally, I challenge them to create their own execution plans, 5 of them based upon what they've just gone through. This is the pathway to authenticity. If they can define that, I truly believe that that any human being can be resilient and be authentic. That's the strategy that has worked for me. I've been working really hard over these past 2 weeks to build this business. I have one more day to show my appreciation, and that's when I will be working tomorrow on loading all of this into software as a service platform that I use to build courses. So you can see I'm pretty exhausted because I've been really putting in a lot of work to get all of this done, but I do feel great about it. And I'm glad to be documenting the journey so that I can show other people. I never ask anybody to do anything that I am not doing. And even while I'm doing this, I'm fortunate to be able to continue my commitment to fitness and my commitment to celebrating Mother's Day with my beautiful wife, Carol. So today is May the 10th, 2020, day 28 of my daily journal, and lots of work ahead. And I hope that you're living productively as well. Thank you.